Hey, we're here at Greenbrier East with Luke Fogus, lineman for the Spartans. Luke, we were just talking, and I understand your first start was in a playoff game last year. Had some seniors out. Just talk about that whole experience, how you found out about it, and what your thoughts were when you found out you were starting in a playoff game.
It was interesting. I found out that week three of our starting linemen had went to WVU, and one ended up with COVID. It turned out that was the only one who tested positive, so that was good.
No, I'm sure you played some leading up to that in the rotation and everything. You weren't being thrown right into the line.
Yeah, a little bit here and there when we were up a lot. I played punt team a lot, some kickoff return. So I've been on the field, but it was a big stage.
So there was a situation where you were actually getting to play more than you played. What were your thoughts going out on the field? I mean, like, this wasn't just like a regular season game in the middle of the year. And all football games are important. You need them to make the playoffs, but that was the playoffs.
It was nerve-wracking. Ultimately, when the end of the game came, I put too much on myself, I think. And I kind of blamed myself a little more than I should have, without taking into account it was my first start and a high-pressure situation.
Yeah, I imagine that would, if you lose and you were starting, that would probably work on you a little bit. Did anybody talk to you and say, look, man, it wasn't you? Did any of your teammates come to you and help you through that?
Yeah, we had one of the seniors that was out. He came over because he had tested negative, and he helped with that a lot. But my biggest supporter afterwards was Coach Canterbury and Coach Baker. They both helped me a lot to not be down on myself as much.
Well, you know, it is an 11-man team. I mean, it's not, one guy could never win a football game. So I'm sure, though, that the experience is going to help you this year.
Yeah, I'm helping it motivate me to not perform like I did, because I still think I didn't perform to the best of my abilities.
Well, again, I don't think you can put all the, you know, it is a team game, and you know, just one dude can't get it done. But you look at the expectations for this year. You got the line. There was a lot of turnover there. You and Mr. Corolla, like the most experienced guys back up there. What's that? It's going to be like for you, kind of moving into more of a leadership role, because well, you have been there in a big situation.
It's not something that I'm not used to. Like, I was in a leadership role last year. I'm part of my FFA chapter, and I'm an officer there, so it's not something I'm a stranger to, but it's a new experience in football terms, because in Pee Wee I was never really out there, and still I'm not really out there, but I still try to lead as best as possible.
What's it like working with guys like Monkwell Davis, who can break down a defense on his own, but also, I mean, it might be a called pass play and he's going to scramble out there. It's a lot of fun working with a guy like that can make plays happen.
Usually the plays are fun. It's cool when you're blocking and you're pass protecting, and then you look upfield and he's already 20 yards upfield. But sometimes it can cause some difficulty, some stress on the line, because we're trying to pass block and then he takes off running and we don't get the blocks that he needs.
But I mean, is he as explosive players you've seen?
Him and Ian Klein are both insanely explosive. They're 1 minute in one moment, and then they're somewhere across the field the next.
I don't know how much you played in this game, but it was one of those games where you look back on it, and it was the Woodrow game last year in Beckley. Klein had 39 carries in that game. As a lineman, do you guys appreciate efforts like that?
It's impressive. I didn't play much in it other than special teams, but watching it, it was insanely impressive to see him keep chugging, and when he got on the sidelines, he didn't show any kind of fatigue, so it was definitely a great effort.
If you had a favorite color, what would it be?
Probably green.
I say you and your senior teammates are going out to eat. It's your choice. Where are you guys going to?
Spare time.
Well, we got Spare Times and Bellacina. Both of those are getting some getting some run, especially by the linemen. Favorite team, NFL, college? You have one?
I don't usually. I come from a Miami Dolphins family, but I don't really have a favorite.
Do you follow that much, or?
Yeah, I like to watch highlights on my phone.
I think you mentioned the FFA. Is farming a big thing in your family? If so, I mean, with the fair going on, that's got to be a big thing here.
Yeah, we only have 2 acres, but we have a garden, we have chickens, we raise rabbits too. With the fair coming around, I have to work at the ham stand. My sister, she's big in FFA too. She just became a state officer, which is really cool.
Fastest guy on the team, who would you say it is?
Either Lucas or Monkwell, probably.
Strongest?
Luke Corolla.
He said he works at 2 or 3 farms. Can you see that? How do you figure he does that?
He's good at time management. I don't know how he juggles it all. I barely juggle my farm. I have to get a lot of help from my family. But
all right. Hey, Luke, I appreciate the time today. Good luck to you guys this season.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.